Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Monster Train 2's warm-up run for the day. A quick warm-up, and then we can get back to Doom, which I still haven't even put up on YouTube yet, but then again, I haven't finished the game. And it's not a very long game, so I kind of want to finish that up before uploading it. I still haven't even done La Mulana. I gotta put up La Mulana at some point. Why am I talking about the busy work of what we're actually doing on YouTube? No. We gotta actually, like, do it. Don't talk about it, do it. So Pyre of Dominion, we're gonna have no train stewards and starting cards. We're gonna have 8 cards from drafts. We are Madame Lion's Mane, so not Big Man, we are Little Lady, who applies a lot of decay on enemies. We have Glow Up, Advance, Propagate 2. I like that because we can choose whether it's an ally or an enemy. It's alive, Lifesteal 1 and 10 attack. I guess I like this because it's not the version that puts the unit on 1 HP and then gives them 2 lifesteal. And Test Subject Alpha is just the most broken, awesome card in the game. I love it. Melee weakness, Seraph, he's gonna sweep. We're gonna have melee weakness on our backliners with 14 damage sweepers, which mean they're gonna take like 32 damage. So we need HP, damage shield, we need spells that target enemies. We need to deal with the melee weakness. I believe, is this also, I think this is also giving you the enemies that hit the pyre directly for 5 damage. Spikes and push. It's like the most annoying of the 3 bosses, honestly. But let us see what we have here. Deal 10 damage, spawn. Apply decay and sap. Add a copy to your discard pile. I mean, we could make that upgraded, play it, shuffle the deck pretty quickly because we're not gonna have a very thick deck. So decay and sap, that's not that bad, especially if you make this cheap. Gasso, welcome. What's poppin'? Not much. How you doing today? This can't be your first time chatting. Twitch, you're a liar. Connie, have a good evening. Get back to work. Get back to work. I don't want Cheery Deathcap, although it is a spell. You know, you play it and then it blows up and then it kills on the enemies, but it's not banner. I think I'm much more interested in a pandemic. Decay and sap to a single target, and then you can maybe get this thing holding over, -2 capacity, not consume. You can really make this thing a very strong card. And if we thin out the deck and we draw it consistently, constantly, that's a lot of decay and sap for free, which could be kind of cool. Let's take a pandemic. I also really like Mixology. I also really like Organ Harvester. The reanimate is incredible. Acid Shower is also just a good spell for doing damage and killing a whole bunch of enemy units. Mixology, because we have no mixers, I do look at Mixology as being a good addition. Organ Harvester though, like you're mixing for reanimate a lot of the time, right? So this is immediately Organ Harvester on Test Subject Alpha. Yeah, okay, you take it. Consume Decay or Revenge Decay, I like Revenge. And we're gonna get 2 of them, but I really like Hulking Mass. Reanimate, Armor 40. If we can make him get a lot of kills or give him a lot of reanimate, he's gonna live forever, and he's going to give himself a ton of armor. Now, if we're talking about Seraph though, Extinguish, apply armor to everyone might be a little bit better to keep everyone alive. So you know what? Makeshift Golem. I've changed my mind. Permanent copy of the first consume card played the battle. Permanent copy of the first consume card played. So I'm not gonna play Pandemic, I guess. But this could be really fun. It'll thicken up the deck with good spells. Incant Spawn, really? I haven't seen this one yet. An action, apply decay to enemy units. When an enemy unit gains decay, it gains more decay. So do you want mushrooms or do you want decay? I think you want decay, because that's more of her thing. We haven't taken the spawn synergy, but we don't have anything else in the deck that spawns, so I don't think we're gonna want that. I think we just want decay. We have spells. And we have action, and it'll hit everyone. Incant, let's assume it goes to like Incant Spawn 3. That's a lot of incanting but we have nothing in the deck that requires that. Like, we have no rally trigger bonuses. We have no other ways of spawning other than spells. I think we just want big decay for big sweep. But we're not gonna need big sweep because we have test subject. He's gonna get all the kills. He's gonna be quick. So maybe, you know what? Maybe we do take it because we're not going to need to decay all the enemy units as a sweep action. Let's take Everbloom. I'll do it. We'll just play a bunch of spells. We'll try to make it work. I think it is. I forgot you actually stream because nobody I ever watch gets to host you. I see you in Chris's chat all the time because, yeah, he actually, you know, streams later in the day and then I rate him, but okay. You get played. You get played. Let's build up a nice big floor up here. Now this guy is gonna have, you know, he's gonna live for a bit. That's okay. He's gonna have a little bit of decay. Now I would love to kill you. I can. If I advance you, now you're dead. I can advance Test Subject Alpha and give him 2 more reanimation, or we can start the process here of spawning. I think, honestly, this dude just having reanimate's probably what we're gonna want, right? I can also give him attack. He's getting pulled to the front, which is not exactly what I wanted, but that's okay. Let's give you more damage. It also gave you a lifesteal, but you didn't need it. That's okay. You're dying. Play another unit. Let's give you the Slay Reanimate, because you will actually get a kill with that, and then let's give you even more lifesteal. Hopefully I can push you to the back on the next round, but if I can't, it doesn't matter, you're getting the kill anyways because you're just so damn good. So, perfect. Easy fight. We have a very good setup for this. We need to go to the Merchant of Magic though. We need to upgrade those spells to make them better. So we can spawn, we can sap, we can advance propagate. We already have that one in the deck. This is a skip. Potion kit would be nice so that we can actually get more incanting happening. But 1 potion of reanimation that then allows us to propagate is also really good. I think I might go for the reanimation. Guess the shared chat thing doesn't count for the first time chatters. Yeah. Serum would go hard with the duplicating. Yeah, I want the serum with the propagation. Reanimate will go on Test Subject Alpha when he gets kills. We don't need to worry about that. I don't want to duplicate this spell though, but I do want to go to the Merchant of Magic regardless. Because I need to make this better. And honestly, a 1-cost double stack Decay 16 Sap 4, that's not that bad. So like, I'm okay playing this and duplicating it at this point. I think that's okay. We don't really have too much cash, but that's fine. Hook Hand can advance, I forget, is it himself or the enemy? It's the enemy. He can daze every other turn, or we can get a Hulking Mass. I mean, dazing units to stop their action and resolve is nice. Double stack works with the fun guy. Yes, it does. Double the armor gain. Twisted back, though. Was there even a twisted back? I didn't see it. I don't think we really need a unit. The thing about Pyre of Dominion is that you get a lot of units in your starting deck. So I literally have no place to put any of these units. I think, like, these are both kind of tanky. Except for maybe Meat Hook. But I might just skip. We're not gonna re-roll and then afford anything else, so if we purge... Well, there's nothing really to purge either. I guess we'll just move on. One of those drafts maybe had a twisted back guy, but I think we took a better option, which was we needed the serum. The first one I skipped because I just didn't think we needed anything. I think the second one probably would have had it because, you know, that's what I took. All right, Lion's Mane, Makeshift. You're gonna hit me, that's okay. If I advance, you're dead. So we're gonna keep you in the front. We can give you lifesteal, which keeps you going a little bit longer. We can also propagate to give you even more lifesteal. Could also pull you to the front, which doesn't do anything. Let's put down another tank. Think we will... I think I'm gonna keep you propagated. That way you keep your lifesteal and it's really hard to kill you. Now, Pandemic. If we play this, we duplicate it. It's a really good spell, though. I think I might be better off just getting rid of the Calcified Ember, still. And maybe not duplicating a Pandemic. It's a really good spell, though. Like, maybe you just play it? Like, Slay Reanimate. Glow Up. Pandemic. Now we can play our other consume cards and they're not gonna get screwed up. So we want Reanimate on Extinguish Trigger. That's also an incant. I may have forgotten about that. Well, you know what? Now you're gonna get another Extinguish Trigger, or rather, another Reanimate Trigger. What we want, I think now, is if we could get Brain Transfer, we could then send the Reanimate to a different unit, which is a fun thing to think about. All right, we're good. We take 1 damage, that's fine. Everything's dead. Lifesteal kept him going pretty well, and the Reanimate kept him going pretty well. Pretty easy start because of the Sweeper. Loam Coat we want, just 100%. And Overworked Assistant's pretty tempting, but I think Vampire's Tooth is actually better. We're getting a lot of equipment, but the equipment we're getting is very good. And one lifesteal every turn is a big stack of tankiness every turn. So I think here we'll probably go Merchant of Steel. I really want like a large stone. I want Endless. I want additional stacks of Reanimate. We got them all. Etch Decay, Revenge Decay, I already have those units. Well, have one of them. But Reanimate we want on like a Makeshift Golem by default, and I think Test Subject Alpha we just want large, and then maybe Endless, so that if he does die, he gets replayed. And then, yeah, I think we want Reanimate on you. That way you can just get propagated immediately. Large stone on Test Subject, and then Endless. He's expensive if he dies and he needs to be replayed, but he'll be able, well, we want to give him lifesteal. Maybe we don't need to give him Endless. If he gets Reanimate, does this give him twice the Reanimate? I think it does. Like, I think if we equip him with Slay, he'll get Reanimate too. Is that correct? I think that's correct. It's also really good on the Makeshift Golem though. Armor 24 and starts with Reanimate 2. I don't like Endless on lower floors. Endless is fine on a low floor if you don't have healing or armor or anything like that in the deck. We have lifesteal and Reanimate, so we don't really need him to be Endless. I'm worried more about Corruption stacking up on the Titan fight and on the Seraph fight with the melee weakness, he's just going to take a lot of damage. But if we give him the reanimate stacks early, we'll be okay. I think I also really like this. Reanimate, Dualism, Armor 24, Makeshift Golem. It's a really good, I mean, you can't go wrong. You can't really go wrong, can you? And then more health. More health on a, kind of like it on the Puffball. Just make it a little bit tankier. Maybe even give it a little bit of just basic rage, just as a garbage tank. Kaneo Yorick and the Banana. When a card with consume is played, gain 25 gold. Well, hold up a second. We want the deck to be filled with these, right? And our deck is pretty thin right now. Eat up space in your hand during the boss phase. Depends on the unit, I suppose. Sometimes it's worth it. Okay, you get out. You get out. You get out. You get out. Now, he is going to push our units around, and he will spawn on the top floor. He prefers as top as he can go. But we can always pull our own units. We have spells that do that. So Loam Coat, we can keep the regeneration alive, or we can start reanimating infinite times on the Golem, which I think is more important. I'm also going to... I'm gonna want the lifesteal. It could just propagate too. But, I mean, we're not gonna play this. So I think you play Vampire's Tooth, and then you can put it down here, and then he's healing to full. Oh, he's already healing to full. Dear Nunu, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I think... Let's put down... Well, Glow Up would actually spawn a dude in the front, wouldn't it? So if we propagate him, he'd get Reanimate, and then we get Mushrooms in the front. But I'm just gonna put down you. You're gonna eat the first hit. We'll get a Vampire's Tooth in hand. I still want Organ Harvester out there, so that's gotta be played. You're gonna sap my champion, which is not a huge problem. You have regen, I think you're fine. Let's make... But you already have Propagate every turn. I guess we'll give it to you. And then we will corrupt the heck out of you. Just to start the process. Get 25 gold. Darnunu says, I just finished making flat peach ice cream. That sounds delicious. I want some. I very much want some. Okay. Lifesteal. You don't need lifesteal. You need it, and you need to be pulled to the front. You know, okay, this is gonna answer a question. Does the pull happen first, or does the spawn happen first? The pull happens first, then the spawn happens. Okay, perfect. Exactly what we wanted. We might have to do one more pull up there, but we'll deal with that later. We will make sure the Pyre's not taking any damage. It is. Let's stop that. It's still taking damage, huh? No, you're not going to do any damage when you're actually up there. Beautiful. We will propagate you. That way you get pushed. We need more damage, for sure, but I'm kind of hoping that these consume spells can make up some of the damage. Yeah, like this. Consume reanimate. I guess we'll just stack up this dude has 19 reanimate. The relentless waves are pretty much sorted, I think. We've got some good setups. We just need more raw damage. But stacking up all of that decay really does help for the Relentless. Draw a random spell from your consume pile. Evergrowth. So more sap. More sap is very tempting. It's a consume card. I don't want that necessarily. We don't need reanimate consume. We have that already. We have a forever serum. I do like being able to apply sap though. Maybe an unearthed treasure because we can bring back consume cards, but it costs one. We'd have to make it 0, I think, to make it actually playable. Which can keep the consume chain going. Let's give it a shot. Grant Trample a Fungi. We're not really building that much of a stack, so I think we skip this for now. And we'll go with probably energy, because we have a lot of things that we're playing every turn. And then we'll probably go draw after that, because we don't really need that much capacity, but I want, because I keep creating consume cards, I want to be able to play the consume cards. I hate the Tome of Evergrowth, says El Gaso. Why? It's actually pretty nice. If you put it on a tank, you can really buff up their regen pretty consistently, because every turn you can cast it. You can also sap enemies. The regen is basically meaningless, but 3 sap reduces their damage by 6. Makes sweepers do basically none. Reduces the damage of bosses. It's got a lot of utility on it, which makes it very interesting. Now you can cast it on enemies. You can sap them. Makes it quite nice. Okay, a free... It's not free yet, but a free glow up, Advanced Propagate 2 would be really nice. -2 gain consume. We have to make this thing not consume first before we do this. Magic power doesn't work. Heal, we just don't need. Yeah, remove consume from this, and then we'll try to make it -2 and consume later. Could also remove consume on Unearthed Treasure, but I think that's fine. So Pandemic, I want it to be, I want you to be free. I want you to be free. Glow up intrinsic holdover, I do like. Yeah, I actually like that. You need to be free. Can't get anything else unless I skip a unit. We're gonna be skipping these, so we can get this. And I will make Unearthed Treasure free. On Incant, spawn 1. On Etch, spawn 2. I see. Okay. Well, we'll see how you scale. You don't really have that much health, which means it's a problem on the sweepers, but... Descend and multi-strike and just big units that die very easily. Perfect. Or not even big units, tiny units. 3 sap more hindering than the 3 regen is valuable. I do like casting it on enemies, I will admit. I think that's the ideal use case for it. All right, units out. Glow up we can at least use on the prickly shroom or the reanimate if we want, so even from the beginning we're doing something with it. We can get more pandemic happening, which I think we want. Maybe I just want energy, because this is a good spell I want to keep buffing. And then I think... Let's give you 1 reanimate. That way we can get your reanimation going. We don't want to consume up here, but I will... Now that you have 1, you're fine. Let's buff your reanimate, and now we can keep the mushroom stack alive. Weird, but I accept it. I do kind of wish that the Etch worked on all floors, but it doesn't, unfortunately. It's a bit of a shame. mean, avoid the Pyre damage. I need a lot more energy. I don't know where I'm gonna get energy. Why is the music in this game so good? Because they knew what they were doing. They did. Okay, we need more. I guess I could propagate the mushrooms at this point. I don't need that much reanimate. I can just get more troop stacks, which is more damage. You can start reanimating. A lifesteal equipment would be fine. And then we can start sapping you some more. Ash and Rand, welcome! How you doing today? Dun, 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 dun. I mean, I can give you reanimate now. And then we can bring back... Hold on. If I play one more consume card, I get 2 consume cards, but I can't do that. So we'll bring back 1 consume card, which is Pandemic, which means we can get more mushrooms, and then we can scale the mushrooms, and then we can scale the mushrooms. Maybe we did want Trample Guy, because the mushrooms are starting to scale pretty nicely off of this, more than I thought they would. They even have reanimate now, so they're going to be able to stay alive a little bit longer. So, consume, consume, consume. Also, money, money, money. Money, 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 money. This is going very well. Oh no, you're all down here. What do I care? You're taking 200 damage and almost being dead. Regen's not gonna help you that much. I think, honestly... Oh, this is why I don't have any energy. I forgot about that. I'll take the 1 damage to get rid of the curse. That dude has like 30 reanimate. We're gonna have a problem on big sweep bosses, or not bosses, but big sweep boss later. That's gonna be a problem. You're taking 700 damage. No attack, no attack, no attack. And then no more consume cards, unfortunately, but you're dying in 1 hit. Okay. It's slower, I think, than what we would normally have with the big man Boulette, but the champion. But we also don't have a cluster kernel. That would really give us a lot more spawning. All units propagate at the end of their turn. That would help so much with the reanimate on her floor. Sap is nice, but we can kind of sap ourselves. Spikes. We don't really need spikes. Remove equipment from a friendly unit to copy the unit. I mean, once the golem has, like, reanimate 20, we can remove the equipment and then dupe him. Also, once we have like a stack of 200 mushrooms, we can just dupe it and get more mushrooms. But we don't have any mixers, so mixology might be tempting. But I think I'm gonna go for Replicate Array. I wanna lean into the consume synergy here, and being able to dupe your best minion at a time would be nice. Yeah, we could dupe the champion too. We could dupe anything we want. We could dupe it all, man. Units. Man, our units don't do that much damage. This is a spell-focused run. So I'm leaning towards Merchant of Arms, because if we can make Organ Harvester intrinsic, that would be lovely. A Loam Coat as well, to just dump it on a makeshift golem to keep him going immediately would be nice. I'm trying to think, like, yeah, we would also get an event. We could duplicate our best card, which, weirdly enough, I think I would like it to be the Loam Coat. Like, what if we put Organ Harvester, Loam Coat, mix them, deploy it, and then we dupe it. Then we can play it at the beginning of the combat on test subject, and he's gonna stack up regen and reanimate. He doesn't need them both, but being able to propagate the reanimate would be really nice on him. But we could also play it on the Golem and get the reanimate propagated immediately. But he doesn't really need all of this equipment. It's energy intensive. We don't really need... I guess we could get a unit. We could get an Underlegion unit. If it's Cluster Colonel, that really helps with the spawning. Although we're going to be incanting a lot. I think I want to go to the right. Meat Shield is pretty nice. Equalizing Rings is also really good for Test Subject. It'll be a 60-60 by default. So now I like the idea of this, merging it with this. Making it... Maybe let's not make it deployable because we might be able to meld it immediately, but that's what I'm thinking about. Then it'll do 60 damage, which really helps. So we're gonna combine Organ Harvester, Equalizing Rings. If we can graft it, that would be great. If not, that's fine. Triple stack magic power, spell cost -4. A free pandemic is interesting. Dude, triple stack, wait a minute. Jaxie Pants, thank you very much for the resubscription. How you doing today? Kaka! What's going on? Welcome. I want to play some Doom later. You'll be interested in that, hopefully. And then maybe Death Stranding afterwards. Happy July, everybody. Happy July. I have no magic power. Upgrade a spell to cost -4. Do we want Replicator Ray? I don't think I want it to be -4. I don't need it to be -4. I think I just want... I don't want the curse. I mean, it is nice, though. Remove equipment, create a copy. We could get double mushrooms by copying the champion. It's a free card. Reduces the cost by 3. All right, you know what? We have to play the curse whenever it shows up, but I'm willing to do it. We took an energy relic, let's lean into it. Meat Shield, restore 10 HP. I like the idea of adding more equipment so that we can get the equipment faster so that we can put it on the champion so we can replicate them. I like that. We can still make this deployable, which I think we definitely want. But we also have equipment. I mean, we have an extra organ harvester and we have Vampire's Tooth. But that's it. That's it. I will take a meat shield in that case. Spells cost -1. On her floor, that's not that bad, is it? But I also have propagation already. Kaka Ignarts, welcome! I didn't just resubscribe, I gifted 5 subs. Well, I'm sorry if I misspoke, Jaxie Pants. Thank you for the support regardless of how it's subscribed. Amazon ain't exactly wrong, yeah. Yep, you are supporting Amazon at the same time. Yeah, removing consume from this would be nice, but I think... Or rather... Well, this can bring it back theoretically, but removing consume from this would be nice. We won't be able to make it hold over, but that's okay. Spell Sanctum is very tempting, so we can just spam spells. And then we'll take draw. I kind of like it. I think I will purge cards at this point. I'm gonna keep the pandemic even though we're not playing it. I'm gonna purge the other glow up because we have a free one every turn. We don't need to. Also gonna get rid of It's Alive, which I haven't really been playing that much. As for duplication, I really like Loam Coat. Works well on a lot of things. Could also Replicator Ray and then get 2 duplicates of like test subject, of our makeshift golem, maybe multiple champions. We would need to get the equipment out first in order to actually play both duplicators, but it's still fun. Remove equipment from a friendly unit, copy the unit. The only other thing I would duplicate is like loam coat. All right, you know what? Dupe the replicator ray, it's fun. Draw -1. It sucks, but nothing's gonna make it up to the Pyre as long as these guys. And we're just gonna dupe our consume spells anyways to get more of them into our hands. We don't need to worry too much. Quick sweep, become better. Get tanked, makeshift, madame, and prickle. Little prickles, little prickles, Jimmy prickles. Now spell sanctum down here does mean I can really cast a lot of spells. Because I want to propagate here so that she can keep getting reanimate. I don't think it's going to be a big problem on this fight though. Because we're also going to have lower draw. So I think how we want to do this is you need to come out and die. We're going to start thinking about duplicating you. We also want to makeshift golem out. And we also want to start propagating probably your reanimate and we can get the troops going. You know, it's possible what we really should be doing is putting Madame Lion's Mane down here. That way we can play all of our spells, get the damage out there immediately so it acts every floor. Because that's where I'm going to be playing most of these pandemics anyways, right? So it makes sense. Like, make a copy. Play another one. Reanimate you. Pull you to the front. Give you some more damage and a reanimate trigger. Yeah, like this is nice. Because then we run into this problem. I really do need to start incanting because we want to be incanting on the floor where we're playing our spells, which is usually down here. Okay, so let's replicator ray. Now we can pandemic. And then do it again. And then blow up. And then Vampire's Tooth. How interesting. We are really focused around the spells on this one. Advance and apply Lifesteal. Okay, keep life stealing. I would need to go capacity to make this work, but it might still be worth it. Now I could put equipment on the mushroom stack and then dupe the mushroom stack, or I could put equipment on the golem, dupe him, and then we'd have even more reanimate on every floor. We have 7 cards in our consume pile, 7 spells. Well, no, it doesn't say draw. It doesn't say that there have to be 5 spells. It says 5 cards, including the unit. So let's draw. Kill you. I want to see if this works. If we put the loam coat on you and then replicate you. Okay, it did not make a second copy of the 48 troop stack. It just added like 2 troop stacks, which is unfortunate because that's what I wanted, but that's fine. Maybe it would be broken if it would just be a duplicate for the troop stack, but now we know we don't have to dupe him. And we're done. Don't take any damage. Consume another card. Okay. Amazing, sturdy, welcome to the stream today. How you doing? How are you taking 3 damage per turn? Oh, you had a little bit of decay? Yeah, because you were smacking the dude in the front. I do like Mushroom Cloud, sacrifice one of the fun guys, but our deck is looking mighty thick, and we already have enough decay. We don't need more. Don't need this. Daze is really good. I just don't think we're gonna need it. How's it going? It's going all right for me. It's a bit warm today, but otherwise I'm having a good time. And we are having a good time, I think, here in Monster Train. We've got a weird run of 5 pandemics, double stacked. I like it. That's a lot of decay. I would like to keep upgrading my spells. I'm looking for upgrades. -2 gain consume is exactly what I wanted for Pandemic. Intrinsic on Forever Consume. I would do this. I would, even if it makes a copy. I think I want the option for this for specifically Melee Weakness Seraph. That's going to be very critical. Yeah, I think we're going to need that. We can propagate immediately. It's just I need this out now on turn 1. Magic power doesn't fit anything. You know what? We could permafrost it. That way, if we don't need it, we can save it. I like it. Now we can draw it on turn 1 and have it if we need it, but if we don't need to play it, we don't have to play it. So Spell Chain and Double Stack. Spell Chain on Spell Chain on Unearth Consume or Unearth Treasure seems great. Unearth Consume. What the heck kind of a card name is that? Look, I don't know. It's Alive is better. It's Alive is better. Let's remove a... I really don't need all these units. I mean, they're nice to have, but I really don't need them. Got good Pandemics. Spell Sanctum, making the spells cheaper on the floor in which I'm gonna play them. Maybe we don't, I really want to propagate on her though. Because if I give her the champion, Reanimate 1, I want her to be able to propagate that so that she can survive the melee weakness sweeps. Happy Canada Day yesterday, says Jaxie Pants. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, if I don't know what to remove, don't remove anything. Take the red crown and 2 followers. Gain a random equipment on summon. I mean, I could put that on the makeshift golem and then duplicate him. That's easy enough. The followers are just whatever. They get played to die unless we upgrade them. I think I'm willing to do this, even if the equipment means that he dies from something. Like maybe he has Fragile. He'll still gain the armor, which protects him from future attacks, and he still reanimates. So like, that's fine. Pretty much anything on him is fine, unless it's the one that makes him purge from the deck on death. That would be terrible. But if that happens, we'll play around it. Oh, it also does make him endless. No, I still kind of like that here. On summon, gain random equipment, you're endless. You're the tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need a smidge stone on you. We're gonna have to go capacity. So I can play test subject, champion, and makeshift golem on the same floor. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just what's gonna have to happen. Yeah, I like this. Get random equipment. We get the followers, which don't really matter. If we can upgrade them, we can. If not, maybe we'll just purge them. And maybe we want to play her at the bottom now? Like, there's no reason we can't. We'll just play these other guys on other floors. He's gonna be the tank for her and get an infinity reanimate. Should work fine. I don't know. Sure. Double prickly puffball at the bottom. Double prickles at the bottom. Good old double prickle. And now we can just play our spells down here. So don't corruption me. Consume card. Dump this. I want you to have reanimate. I want you to have more reanimate, but I also don't want you being in the front taking the corruption. So maybe I'll just pause on this and put a propagation down here. You're gonna gain a whole bunch of reanimate yourself. Everything looks fine. We'll give you some more, and then we will zap you, zap you, zap you. Jaxie Pants says, I like this music. The music in this game is very good. Okay, if I consume one more card, I do get another draw on Unearthed Treasure, which means it'll be able to draw itself, I think. No, I don't think that's how it's gonna work, unfortunately. Whatever, we'll still play it. Maybe we won't, maybe it'll shuffle around. It probably will. All right, let's let it shuffle. Let's loam coat up on you, keep you going. Follower. There you go, have fun. Not a very good unit. Do you spell Sanctum down here, or do you save for the propagation? We don't have to save for the propagation. We could spell Sanctum. Not a big problem. No. If you're gonna do that, replicate first. There you go. And now maybe we'll just, I was gonna say Pandemic the boss, but let's make sure that you die. Keep scaling. You know what, you can tank. They sound so silly. They do sound very silly. On Slay, gain reanimate. Everything down here is dying, but this is also where we want to play the spells anyways, so. We'll just keep stacking up mushrooms. I do like the -1 spell cost down there, but I also really want the propagate to keep going, to keep the reanimation happening. I think that's what I'm gonna want for Seraph. Okay, there's a third champion. Oh my god. I guess we'll propagate you, Mr. Reanimate. My mushroom stack is 200. Dude, and I really didn't think we would be getting this many mushrooms, and yet look at us. We've got infinite mushroom stacks. You know what? If I propagate you, you can't attack. Under Legion always comes back around to the mushroom stacks, at least for this version of the champion. I can't wait to see what she does next with her spawns. And we're also gaining so much money. Alright, so decay, decay, decay. I mean, this guy has 28 sap. Not bad. Picked up a lot of money too. And we have 20 reanimate on our pseudo tank, who should really be in the front tanking for the mushrooms. But I guess he doesn't lifesteal or anything like that. Spikes 8 on summon and reanimate. Apply unstable 50 and reanimate 1. Apply 1x reanimate. Okay, what are we looking for? Unstable is a way of killing a wide floor, but we already do that with the sweeper. Spikes on summon and reanimate, we already have rooms, and I don't think we need any more targeted reanimation. We can propagate that. So it's either capacity or draw, I think. Draw helps us to get to the pandemics faster, but capacity means I can play the champion, test subject, and a golem on the same floor, which is ideal. Alternatively, if we luck into a smidge stone, we can put that on the big boy. And there are 2 Merchant of Steels coming up, which we might take advantage of here. I think we will, actually. So maybe we'll go for the draw. I actually think her decay line is stronger, says El Gaso. I believe that as well. I think I've seen that before. It seems like a pretty strong path. On Slay, it gains +1 attack permanently. Too late. We don't need equalizing rings. We don't need Fight Club. That's a skip. I do like multi-strike, and multi-strike on test subject is 120 damage sweeping. It's pretty good, but it's not a smidge stone, which is what I really, really, really want. We could put like stats on a follower. It's not great. Really, we would want like a large stone, I think. I think we're gonna give you some HP and regen. Might make the makeshift golem multi-strike and see what we get out of him. I don't think we need quick on anybody. We didn't really get what I wanted. I could make him double large stone, so he hits for 110, and then we will definitely not play spells down there. Which, honestly, maybe that's nice to just say, this is what's happening with the floor. We're putting him down and then not touching him. That's totally fair. We can absolutely do that. Yeah. It might not, it's not great. I really wanted smidge stone so we could make one big bottom floor, but we can just make floor 2 or floor 3 the spell floor, even if we're not able to encamp perfectly on the same floor to get all the big mushroom stacks. More damage is nice. Let's buff him up. Little guys aren't going to be getting too big right here, are they? I guess I could have large stone to follow her, but that's not what I'm looking for. Makeshift golem. Grab 1, reanimate. And you know what? I'll spend cheap cash on etch spawn 4 or man-eating. Sap and decay every turn. It's a really nice ability, but we're going etch. Everbloom. She's a Scarlet Rot queen. I guess I could purge one, but we can do that later. There's not really much I want to purge out of the deck. Maybe the pandemic? I like it being free, but it's not like we need to play it. And you know what I like about this? We can still propagate on the floor with the champion and test subject alpha as his own thing with the cheap spells. It'll be fine. Abe, you've got all the money. I know! It worked! The run worked! Spell shield minions with silence, not bad at all. Pretty easy. The big guy is going to be annoying, but with stacking reanimate, he's actually really, really easy to take out, so I'm not worried about him at all. You're a 110 quick sweeper. Champion goes out. There's not even capacity for anything else on your floor, so I guess this is what you're doing. And then... Oh, what equipment did you get? On Slay, reanimate 2. It's good free equipment to get. Let's get a Let's get a makeshift golem out first. Yeah, because this is going to be pretty simple. Bad starting draw. I don't want to dupe this. I'd rather dupe, well, pretty much anything else. You know what? There you go. Consume, double stack. Okay, we want to consume something that we want duplicated, which is Pandemic. Now we can play Reanimate. And we can... give you... Well, I want to advance the makeshift golem, right? Because I want him to be tanking, dying, and then spreading the armor to everyone else. So you go to the front, not the mushrooms. And then I play that, doesn't matter. Wait, did that get duplicated? Oh, right, it does get duplicated. That's the whole point. It's the whole damn point. You slay Reanimate. I mean, we can play this, so I think we should. Oh, we don't have equipment for her. Whatever, this'll come around. I could dupe this man. I could dupe you. Ah, but then it'll really cost you your damage. I might just save that and just let it shuffle. Why not? Okay, now we actually have an enemy that needs to die. You can take the meat shield temporarily. Consume. Consume. So that's 100 damage every turn. That's not too bad. Consume this. We get 2 back, including a Reanimate, which is going to go on you. So when we propagate. Then play this here. We should have played Replicator Ray first in case we could draw it again. We did draw it again, but I can't replicate anything. I can replicate the makeshift golem, which is not bad. It'll remove his Reanimate Slay, which is like totally fine. Oh, but then he got more equipment. All right, weird. I accept it. You're taking 200 damage per turn. I like it. I mean, if we stack up enough decay, nothing will live. There you go, there's Propagate. I don't think we're gonna need Loam Coat, so I'm gonna dump Pyre damage. The one problem here is that we need to play more spells on the top floor, and we're not really playing spells on the top floor. We're playing them down here. It's a minor problem, but still a problem. Pandemic. You have 32, you have 15. Let's give you some more. And then buffing your Reanimate. He's gonna give a lot of armor to everyone if he dies. Connie says, I got a Dante with 20 multi-strike and he has a corruption upgrade on him. Seraph is ultra corrupted. That sounds like a fun build. Do I want you to have lifesteal? You have Reanimate, you don't need lifesteal. You're dead, you'll die. Let's start this. Hit them both up. I guess we could put lifesteal on Mushroom Stack. Doesn't need it. I guess like It doesn't matter, I'll just keep buffing you and playing spells. They're not consumed though. That's why the spells consume. That's why these consume and add a copy of the card to your discard pile so that they synergize with Lion's Mane and Man's Mane. Of course, it all makes so much sense now. I was wondering, like, I don't get it. No, it turns out I get it. Oh, we got a better play here. The Nor, welcome! And Blacksmith, hello, he could have more money. Oh, I have a lot of money. Money's not the problem here. That on you. You're dead. All right, well, I was kind of hoping I could actually play more cards, but I guess this is fine. This is looking nice. Sapping the Titans is going to be a very easy way of dealing with them so we don't take Pyre damage. We just need to be able to play them. We just need more energy. A Merchant of Trinkets would be really nice right now. I don't need any of this, although getting free equipment every few turns might be nice. We don't really need the equipment though. And ZZXZ2, welcome as well. Hello! Just playing a warm-up run of Monster Train before maybe some Doom. Because I like Doom. It's a good game. Finish it up and then play some Death Stranding, possibly. So a Merchant of Magic. We would be looking for... nothing. Every spell's been upgraded. This has never happened before. There's options for Replicator Ray, but we don't need this thing to duplicate. I think we go to the right. I think we go to the Merchant of Steel and maybe try to find something for a follower? Really? No? Yeah, I mean, I like Unearthed Treasure. I think we can duplicate it. Weird. Very strange. Draw one more each turn for every 25 cards in your deck. Units get an extra upgrade slot. When you play 3 different kind of cards, draw one and gain an energy. We're taking it all. We're taking it all. We're buying it out, baby. And now a multi-strike on a test subject is way more damage output. I love it. I love it. He's gonna have so many reanimates. I don't think we need Endless on anyone, but maybe on a Puffball so we can block the self-Pyre damage. Nah, we just don't need it. We just don't need it. The question is, what are we gonna do with the rest of our money? But we can always just remove cards. What are we gonna remove though? I don't know. Remove a follower? We don't need a singular one. I mean, no. A second dualism makeshift golem. Now we're talking. And dude, a 120 damage follower? It's not bad. Buying out the shops is one of my favorite things to do in this game, says El Gasso, and it's literally the only reason I ever play the Pyre board. Melting Remnant has been the best shop purchasing for me because of the Paraffin Thug. I get so much money off of him, it's amazing, it's incredible. You know, he's already doing 90. Giving him Reanimate makes him survive the sweepers, but we can kill the sweepers with spells. So let's just give him more damage. I'll give you some health. I'll give you a Reanimate. These are cheaper upgrades, which I like, as opposed to the Endless one. And then we're gonna remove a follower. We're gonna remove a... Guys, there's nothing to remove. I like everything. I like everything we have. This deck does one thing, and it's play Pandemic and reanimate on our units, and I love it. But we have money. We have to spend it on something, right? The gold on Harvest Baron. Dude, I've had runs where Harvest Baron has been great, but honestly, Paraffin Thug tends to give me more money. And he actually does good damage. If you can get multi-strike on Paraffin Thug, he's giving you hundreds per turn as opposed to tens per turn on the Baron. I kind of like it. What do you duplicate? Like, I guess an unearthed treasure. And then purge. Do you want to just maybe purge the zero cost Pandemic? No, it's still good. It's still good. Oh, but sap, no, we need more than that. We need, how much rage is it? I don't remember. I like that there's a zero cost one we can just play anywhere we want. What do you remove? I'm really, like, I don't know. I don't know what to remove. It's all good. Can you ask the devs to allow for a pile of money card that buffs your guys? Man, I would love to just be able to throw money at my minions and say, fight harder! I like the deck. Purchase the cards you duplicated. I don't think we need to. Okay, so Seraph, he's gonna spawn on the top floor, and he's gonna kill whatever we put up there. But the makeshift golems don't care about that. They have reanimation. Test subject is gonna wipe everything. We want golem. Nope, thank you. And then we want, I think, another golem down here, which means we have an extra prickly puffball that we don't need, but that's fine. This one is probably gonna die very shortly because the melee weakness is hard getting around that. Okay, you kill me, I don't care. I get plus health, which makes me survive the Chosen Assassins pretty nicely. You have to go. Pandemic gets duplicated. You get reanimation. Oh, we got the mushroom stack in the front, which is not what I want. So I'm gonna pull him forward. You can come out and die. We got energy and draw off of that. Thank you, Versatile Ember Staff. Can't play all of these Pandemics, unfortunately, but that is fine. We'll just, you're gonna die as you move up. I don't need to worry about you. Maybe I do. Mix it up a little bit, hit everybody, and you're not even dying now, which is a surprise. I guess we can give you some stacks of things, even though you don't need it. Maybe I should have given the mushroom a life steal trigger first, but we can adjust that later. Don't the Pyreborn have stuff like that? One of the champions can buff its damage based on how much money you have, and I think some of the units might have somewhat similar things as well. Yes. Yes! Now we just need more spells up here. Follower. Why don't you come down here? Now. You scale a lot. So let's sap you. Sap you. You guys are not quite dying. Sap you again. I mean, the spells do the damage. Let's play the spells. That's what we got. Abe keeps earning the money. I love money. What can I say? I do declare I love money. You have 5 reanimate. You are just fine and dandy. Everything's dying. Let's give... As good as the Vampire's Tooth equipment is, I just don't think we need it. I think I'd much rather start getting ready for another duplication up here, and then we could loam coat Fun Guy. Is that what we want? They already propagate on spells all the damn time. Let's start here. We got some pandemics. You know what? I will play Spell Room down here because we're gonna need to be able to play a lot of spells. So let's do that. But I can play this one up here. Get more pandemics. Keep playing them. We're gonna take a little Pyre damage. I accept. We have another Replicator Ray showing up. Oh, we didn't get any Replicator Ray copies. How unfortunate. Well, in that case. I'll just give you some equipment for the hell of it. I'll take 2 damage, who cares? I'm not here for score. Wickless Baron behind a big mushroom troop. I have to remember that, yeah, like, the Baron... Every troop stack is a harvest on Wickless Baron and on the enemies too, so you have to be careful. But you can build up a lot of money on mushroom stacks. It is a lot of fun. Oh, we had a second one. That's right. We'll play you. Big ol' mushroom stack. Pandemic. 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 That's a lot of troop stacks. I love the troop stacks, and I love the sap decay we've got going on here. It's working very well. I mean, it adds 80 damage to the mushroom stack. This is gonna be the largest mushroom stack of all time. You know what? Let's give you even more mushroom stacks. You guys might need... Oh, you're gonna die to him. Perfect. You're gonna have 36 HP. You know what? Now you're gonna die to him. So let's give some of these out. I think that my quick sweeper is going to be the thing that actually kills this boss. Because we're doing 200 damage with reanimate, and he's basically doing no damage. Okay, lifesteal on you. Quite nice. Well, let's give you a couple more stacks of it, so next turn you'll do even more. There you go. Now we're not really losing that much. This floor is dying. You're getting a kill and getting another stack of reanimate, too. You're dying to the mushroom stack. Welcome. You're not quite dead yet. How unusual. I mean, you're gonna die. You know. You're not gonna die. There you go, you're dead. Unearthed treasure brings back unearthed treasure. Unearthed treasure brings back Pandemic and Replicator Ray. Oh, I don't have anything on the champion. I can't dupe the champion. I could dupe the man with 20 reanimate, though. That's actually a really good idea. Great. Now every time one of them dies, we get reanimate on everyone, and we have 40 reanimate between them. Oh, and this one, hey, on Slay, adds a capacity. Would you look at that? Surely we can do something with that. Well, you killed me and then gave armor 24 to everybody. Connie says, I found out when playing on Endless that the chosen mob who gains attack on Harvest was a bit much. Yeah, he's really tough if you are playing Mushroom build, because he will counter your Mushroom build and just murder your mushrooms. That's so much etch, I love it. We hit 1,000, he's done it. Burr, 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 burr. All right, you're not even wounding my bottom floor. This is exactly what we want to see. Like, even with the corruption on the Titan fight, he's not gonna die because he just does so much damage and has so much stacks of reanimate. He'll be fine. And this was the hard fight. This was the one I was most worried about, because the quick sweepers could end up killing my units before I could deal with them, but that's obviously not a problem. We had enough protection in front, enough stacks of reanimate all around, there's no problem at all. And we're gonna do something very similar here. Apply Pyre gel to the attacker. You know, it's something. Okay, the mushroom will die at some point. That's his job. I like grow room. I like, because we have a replicator ray immediately. I love this. We got a copy of it, which means No. Give you reanimate. Then, okay, you know what? We want to give reanimate first, then start. No, we can't do that though. If we want to duplicate the duplicator. I think I was doing it correctly. Champion. Equipment. Replicate. Equipment. Oh, right, we played a room for drop. Played it. Forever serum, then replicate. We've already got 33 troop stacks out. That was real fast. Then I want to pull Reanimator up to the front. That's his job. Pandemic. Pandemic. Unearthed treasure. Wait, I have a follower. We could play the follower. Why not play the follower? Good point. Okay, hold on a second. Is there a reason to or not to play the one that brings back cards? I think we want to save it for when we shuffle and we have the Spell Sanctum room out. I think that's what we want. All right, let's play this. Replicate. Then we can Serum. Meat Shield. Replicate. Pandemic. Pandemic. Pull you to the front. Grow Room's already active. So if I play it, it'll bring back stuff that I don't necessarily want to see on this turn. So I think we save it. We take a little bit of damage because I wasn't paying attention to the top floor, but that's fine. He'll never die at this point. Could also loam code him to give him even more stacks of reanimation. It's possible he's gonna get killed a lot of times per turn, but he is also gaining 5 reanimate on this turn alone. He should be fine. Honestly, I think a loam coat here makes the most sense. It keeps this floor alive, which prevents the pyre damage. Or I can make another champion. I don't think we need 3. I don't think we need 3. I think a propagate on you keeps you going for a long time. Play a card. Play a spell. We'll get draw out of it. Just do a glow up. Has to be played. I'm glad I saved the energy because we needed to play that. That was very important. I can't really afford to have my spells become more expensive. He's still gaining another 4 reanimate on this turn. Cursive Entropy we could probably play. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to really sap us that much. Spell Sanctum I want. Now we have a floor to play Pandemics on, and Pyre Light. I'll play it. It doesn't affect his damage. Sap you. Flow. Should have probably given you damage and lifesteal. Not like we really need it. Well, giving it to you is fine. And then draw. Got another Replicator Ray. I could get another couple of copies of Makeshift Golem. I don't think we need that. I think instead we'll just sap you. Draw another 2. We have more Replicator Rays. I don't really have anything to do with you. I need to kill the Sanguine Assistant. I guess we'll get you killed. And then we'll duplicate you later. I like this. Not even taking any pyre damage that turn. Lexmer says, some of the mushroom builds live or die on if you can get glow up to advance. Really hard to use Balm of Bellow when Incant spawns a mushroom at the front. Well, there are other spells that advance, but I agree that the mushroom spawning at the front could sometimes be a negative. It really is situational. Okay, the free one can go up here. And then... Spell. Vampire's Tooth. Card. We do have 10, make that 12 reanimate. Everyone's gonna get a whole bunch of armor every turn now. 123 troop stacks. I like that. And you need to start being sapped at some point, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. We can do that maybe as you move up. I just want to keep getting the mushroom stacks going. Not like we really need the mushroom stacks, but it's fun. It's fun to stack it up. Non-boss units on all floors. It's nobody. Giving him lifesteal is also nice because then he doesn't use the reanimate quite as quickly. So I do think I'm gonna want that. We have another unearthed treasure, which is huge. Keep you sapped. Maybe we'll start sapping you a little bit. And sap ya. And sap ya. Approaching 100 damage, or 1,000 damage mushrooms. We are working on very slowly sapping every single Titan on every single floor, which means we're not going to take that much damage. minus corruption, but that's what the reanimate is for, the infinite reanimate. Effectively. Hey, replicator ray. Sounds good to me. You know what? You're still sapped for a bit. How about instead I start sapping you? Every single consume is now giving us 100 damage on the mushroom. This guy is sapped up to the extreme. Are we ready to consume this as well to get another makeshift golem in front? We'd have infinite reanimate. Nothing. This floor is not doing damage, but this floor is also never gonna die, and as a result, you will never do pyre damage. But also, you never do damage. So you know what? Sure, play that. Give me another glow up. You can't capture them and bring them to the train. This ain't XCOM. Funny you say that. I think Mother of Zerg was playing some XCOM today. I saw. Also, how cool would that be? Come back to my train. I got a place for you in my train. This is energy back. No, it's not. I guess I don't have a unit to play. All right, well, it's still fine. That guy's sapped forever. Pyre's taking no damage. Only the middle floor is doing damage. He's the middle Titan is the only one who actually has no sap. Everything else has been sapped up. He's sapped, he's sapped, he's sapped, you're sapped. You're not sapped, but what do I care? I have 18 reanimate. Oh, hold on. Oh! Of course there's no preview. You're sapped. Let's start sapping you. There we go, we've officially sapped the boss completely. I like that. What a fun run. That was great. I'm glad we stuck with the pandemic early. That was a fun way of playing, and we lucked into an early double stack, which allowed me to start duplicating the card with Twin Mind. 1 energy is worth it for that level of a spell that we had. And the fact that it consumed meant that it synergized with the Balatro relic that gave us money every time we consumed a card. We're playing, you know, 100, not 100, we're playing like 20 consumed cards every single round. Well, every fight. Biggest fun guy troop, 296, previous best 132. Wow, lady. That's a huge improvement over the previous best there. My God. All right, there's the run summary. 8 pandemics. Synergized just beautifully with her. And you know what I like about this? I like a lot of the design of the Monster Train 2 champions because a lot of the designs are not all in one, right? This has an incant and an etch component. So even just playing spells, you're able to start spawning, but when you etch, you spawn more. So you can still go with non-consume spells and make a run out of it with Madame Lion's Mane. You can still get the spawn started. You can manipulate its position, give it equipment, and then start etching on future turns. It's not all immediately etch-worthy. I like the fact that there's a little bit of both. That's nice. That's convenient. It means that there's more ways of playing around it. Ah, I like it. All right, no events either. For now, for those of you on YouTube, hey, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch if I want to go live. Support the channel at the various links below the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.